Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have a late update to the Face the Music Project Pan. This was created by Jessica and Misty in collaboration with the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. It is all about music. Most of the 300 plus, I don't know exactly how many there are. There's at least like 330. But most of them are song titles, some of them are musical artists, and Jessica and Misty have created prompts based off of the songs. They are accepting ideas, so if you have any, just let Jessica or Misty know. I will have them and the project details listed down below. Misty is taking a hiatus, but she has so much content on her YouTube channel that you can just binge it if you want still. I work on 10 items at a time. The rules are, monthly updates, rolling style. So when you meet a goal, you roll a new item in. They suggested 3 to 6 prompts, but I decided that I wanted to hit as many prompts as possible, and I'm working on 10 at a time. I also have a rule, not a rule, but like the way I do it is I roll in 10 new items every update, no matter how many I hit from the previous update. So it gets a little crazy here and it gets a little long. So grab a drink and let's get into my update. If you're not familiar with my channel, I hope you subscribe before you leave, but I usually wear cool tones and I am wearing a lot of warmth today, and I feel dead. Like, I feel so washed out. I even added like a darker color to my foundation today because it's like summer. I'm getting a little, like, half a shade darker. I do not tan, but yeah, I feel like a ghost. I feel super washed out, and I blame the warm tones. Check out some of my other videos. I just, at least in the viewfinder, I feel very like pale and like there's no life to my face. But that is besides the point. I do have 4 prompts left over from the last update that I did not complete yet, so let's go over those first. The song was 9 to 5, and that is a product that lasts you all day. I rolled in my Milani Make It Last setting spray, and this does actually help my makeup last longer and even throughout the whole day, so I thought it was perfect. I had the goal of using it 10 times, and last update I had 7 uses on it. I did not want to force myself to use it the 10 times because I only use this if I go out, but I've used it 4 times, so I have reached 11 out of 10 goals, and this is where I'm at. Sorry, it's all shaken up because I actually used it today, but this is where I'm at. So this is where I was at when I rolled it into this project. This is where it was last update, and then this is where I am. This mark was from a previous project, but it is rolling out of this one. Next is Horse with No Name, a product with no shade name or the label is missing / worn off. I rolled in my e.l.f. Bite Size Cream and Sugar eyeshadow palette. I wanted to hit pan in the lightest shimmer shade. This is what it was looking like last update. I had used it 3 times, and I have since used it 3 more times, and I have a pan. So it is quite a small pan. I used this in my inner corner, so I was using a smaller brush. And yeah, I felt like it was relatively easy to hit pan in this project, but I did have quite a bit of use on it before rolling it in. So it definitely was not just from those 6 uses that I hit pan, but I'm very happy to add another pan in my collection and to be rolling it out of this project. The next prompt was 16 candles, and that's use any product 16 times. So I had to think about a product that I wanted to use 16 times or that I thought it would be easy for me to use 16 times. And I rolled in one of my mini Becca highlighters. This is the shade Opal. It's my favorite out of the Becca highlighters that I own. And last update, I had reached 7 out of the 16 uses. This is what it was looking like. I was sharing time with another highlighter that I have in my Graveyard project pan, but I was able to use this 8 additional times. I do have this on today. That is the highlighter that you see. I have it down my nose as well. I put a little bit on my chin too. But this is where it's looking like after those 8 uses. And there is like a really big crater in this. I don't think that's pan. No, that's not pan. But I feel like every single time I use this, it moves a lot. And my other Becca highlighters don't do that. This was decluttered to me. So I don't know how old it is, but I mean, it works fine. It's, like I said, it's my favorite highlighter. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's just, I feel like it's wearing down really quickly. But I hit 15 out of 16 uses. That is so annoying to me, but it is staying in. I will talk about it next update, just to let you know that I have used it the last time. But, I mean, it's kind of rolling out. It doesn't really matter because I roll in 10 new items anyway, but the last prompt that rolled over from last update was Waterfalls, and that was a liquid product. I rolled in my Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadow in the shade Surreal. I just wanted to use this 3 times, and I already had 2 uses at the last update, and I was able to use it my last time. I will throw up the picture of the look that I used this for. I love these. I am not a super big liquid eyeshadow wearer, but I have 2 shades from Beauty Bay. It's this like icy silvery color, and then I have a deeper silver, and I really love them. They add a lot to looks. So those were the 4 prompts remaining, and I only have 1 left from that update. I totally forgot to swatch this, so let me do that for you. There it is. It's just a beautiful, natural looking highlight for me. I like it. Okay, let's move on to the 10 items that I rolled in last update in June. So the first song was Enter Sandman, and that is a sand color or theme product. I had a rough time with this. Obviously, I could have rolled in like anything that was like relatively skin toned shade, like any bronzer, any foundation, any concealer, anything brown, basically. But I wanted to challenge myself and roll in an eyeshadow palette that I had not had any use on yet, and that is my Sigma Mini Enchanted palette. This has different names on it that are kind of sand or earth related. There's like Claystone, Terra, and those are the only 2. But my goal for this was to create a look with this palette, because that is one of my overall goals for this year, is to create a look with every single one of my palettes. But I also wanted to use the shade Terra 3 times. I was able to create my 1 look, so I will pop that on the screen as well as what shades I used for that look. And I also used Terra 3 times, so I did use it in that look. And then I created a look with it as like a ombre wing, and I thought that was super wearable. You know, someone who doesn't like wearing warm tones. Yeah, I really love that look, and then I'm wearing it today as well. So I will have it on the screen, but I have Terra all over my lid and into my crease, and then I topped it with a purpley shimmer in my Pan Those eyeshadows. But I also used another shade in this palette, so I'll just throw up the palette. So this is Terra, and that's what is all over my eyes. And then I used this shade, Moonglade, in my inner corner. So that is what I have on my eyes, along with another eyeshadow in this project. but this is rolling out and I'm very excited that I was able to get some use out of it. Next is I've Been Everywhere, and that is a travel-friendly product, a product that you bought while traveling, either one. So I rolled in a mini loose powder. This is my Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and I do not like finishing powders. I feel like they just don't do anything for my oily T-zone. I need a like more heavy-duty powder to mattify. But I have been using this under my eyes and I actually really enjoy it. It surprised me. I really thought I would have to mix this in with my like face powder and use it up that way. But I've used this on my eyes and my goal was to finish this. Today was my 8th use, so I have not worn makeup a ton this past month and I haven't used it every single time I've worn makeup, but I did mark it when I rolled it in, so I'll show you where I'm at. So now we are down to here. So I will mark it after I'm done filming, but I'm happy with the progress. I was hoping it would move a little faster, but the holes in this packaging are teeny tiny, and so not a lot of powder comes out, which is fine if I'm only using it on my under eyes. But yeah, it's going kind of slow. It'll probably be in here for a couple more months, maybe 3. I don't know. Next was La Vida es un Carnaval. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't know. And that is a fun product. I decided to roll in a fun lippy. This is a ColourPop Lippy Sticks. It's a matte and it's in the shade Heart On. It is a beautiful like fuchsia pink. And my goal was 5 uses. I've used it 3 out of the 5, so it is staying in. But this is one of my favorite lipsticks colors. It's a beautiful cool tone pink, and it is so fun, but it is staying in. I will definitely get my 2 uses in this next month. Next is Relax, and that is a pampering product. I rolled in 3 individually packed eye patches from Beauty Bio, and I wanted to finish all 3, and I have. So here are the 3 empty packets. I finished one of these in June, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen it in my empties, and then I finished the other 2 here in July. So that is rolling out, and that is super exciting. I did not really enjoy those. They did not last very long. Like they dried really quickly when they were like on. So I don't know if they were old or what, but yeah, I wouldn't purchase those if I had the choice. Next is Ring of Fire, and that is to pan and expose the ring on a product. So I rolled in my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer because it already had a pan in it, and I thought it would be relatively easy to expose the pan. I'd like to have really quick goals for this project. Like I said, I roll 10 in every single month, so I try not to keep goals, or I try not to keep older prompts in, like rolling over too many times. And you guys seem to agree that exposing just the first ring in this product would be good enough, because I do not like this. I am wearing it today. It's the bronzer that I have mainly on my forehead. I have a little bit down here, but this is mostly blush. But I have used this 5 times, including today, and I have not fully exposed the ring, but I think you can tell that I have expanded the pan quite a bit. I just have this little section to go. I barely touch my brush into this, so I'm not surprised that I have not exposed the ring yet, but I was kind of hoping I would within a month so I didn't have to keep working on it, to be honest. And it's really hard to target that area if I'm just like really quickly swiping my brush. So 5 uses on that. Hopefully I will roll it out next update. Next is Rock Me Amadeus, and that is a German brand or themed item. Catrice is a German-owned brand, so I rolled in my Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid. This is a mixer in my collection, and I did mix it with my foundation today. I have a very matte foundation on. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I've mixed this in with it and another foundation. I have a cocktail on my face today, but I wanted to use this 10 times, and today was my 8th use, so it is staying in the project, and I have 2 more to go. I really enjoy that product. It smells kind of weird. Oh, I forgot to swatch. Yeah, I don't know about the smell, but I guess it doesn't bother me too bad. I don't know what it smells like. If you own this product, what does it smell like? It kind of smells like algae. I don't know. So here's the bronzer, very light swatch. I barely touched it, and then here is the fluid, the glow fluid. That is a great shade for me, to be honest. Next is Unwound, and that is a product that winds up. I rolled in my Ulta lipstick in the shade It's Famous. This is a gorgeous, cool-toned mauve brown. It's, oh my gosh, I love it even more than I thought I would. I had 5 use goal and I used it 6 times. I will have a picture of it where I'm only wearing this so you can see the true color, but it is just, oh my gosh, it looks so good on me, on my skin tone, and I'm really happy that I got some use on it because I had not used it at all yet, but it is rolling out, so I'm a little sad, but it's fine. Next is Where Have All the Flowers Gone? And that is a flower theme or something you appreciate more now that you can't get it. And that is courtesy of Rowan. I rolled in 2 palettes from ColourPop. These are both discontinued, but they're also flower themed, so it fit the prompt perfectly. These are from the Bambi collection with ColourPop. I have the Flower and the Thumper palettes, and I wanted to create a look with each of these, and I have, so I will throw up pictures of those. If you saw my recent video sharing looks with every single one of my palettes in my collection so far this year, you had already seen these looks, but of course, if you haven't watched that, I will link it somewhere down below, hopefully, if I remember, and I will have them on the screen. I liked these a lot. I do want to play around with the flower one a little bit more because the look I created with it was super dramatic, and I feel like I could get a more everyday look out of it as well, but I loved the green look that I created with Thumper, so that was like one of my favorite looks. It was so simple, but I don't know. I don't know. Next is Whiskey Glasses, and that is a alcohol themed product. I rolled in an eyeshadow from my Odin's Eye Jewels and Gem palette. There's a shade in here called Intoxication, and of course, when you're drinking alcohol, you can get intoxicated. But I just wanted to use this 3 times. I also wanted to create a look with this palette as a whole, and I met both of those goals. So here's the look that I created. I think it's super pretty. I threw that on, honestly, like it was super quick, but it turned out so nice. It did have a lot of fallout though, which was kind of disappointing. And then I did use this shade Intoxication in that look, this dark blue, but I will also throw up the other 2 looks. Well, I'll throw up 1 look because I have it on my eyes today. This is the shade that is in my outer corner and on my lower lash line. So I use this just to deepen out my look, but I also used it as a wing, which was really pretty, but it is rolling out and I am very happy about that. The last prompt that I've been working on this last month is You're Still the One, and that is a long time favorite. And I already referenced this product in this project update, but it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is a longtime favorite, and I'm so glad that I'm working on it because it's just been sitting in my drawers. But I just wanted to use this 10 times, and today was my 8th use, so I still have 2 uses left to go. Of course, the product has not settled since I've used it, but this is where it was at when I rolled it in. I cannot tell where it is, so hopefully I will just let it sit here standing up, and by the time I take my pictures, it will have settled. Crossing my fingers, but I had to lay it down to take my flat lays for like my look of the day to post on Instagram, and that's why it settled like on its side. But that is my update for what I've been working on this past month. Only 5 items staying in, and well, 6 if you count the opal highlighter that I only have 1 use left. But I'm going to change my battery pack, and then I will be right back with the 10 new prompts that I'll be working on this coming month. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to talk about the next 10 items I'm rolling in. The first song is Amazed. I absolutely love the song Amazed by Lone Star. I don't know if they're referencing that, but just a beautiful love song. It always reminds me of my parents. I know that's weird, but we listened to Lone Star CDs, like driving down the road in our motorhome, going camping. There's quite a few artists that remind me of just driving in our RV, so that's just special in my heart. And for that, it's a product that makes you feel amazing. And blush always makes me feel amazing. I feel like blush adds a lot to your look, makes you feel alive. I used to not wear blush, and my mom would always say, you need blush, or you need lipstick. Like, this was in high school. And like, I would just refuse to wear blush, but now I feel like it makes me look amazing. So I'm rolling in my Sigma blush. This is in the shade Berry Love. And I actually recently decluttered my bronzer and my highlighter, but I kept this blush. I have actually never used it, but I feel like the color is just beautiful. Like, I can just tell. It's a really nice, like, rosy tone. So I want to get 5 uses out of that. Next is Because You Loved Me. Because you love me. Gorgeous. Love. Beautiful song. Product your skin, hair, etc. loves. And I wrote this down to roll it in, but when I just went to go grab it, I did not realize I barely had any of it left. But gimme products are nice to have every once in a while. This is the DP Hue Apple Cider Vinegar Hair Rinse. I stock up on these when Ulta goes on sale. I usually buy 2 a year, but I don't think I bought any this last year. So hopefully, did I miss their hair event? I hope I did not, but my hair loves this. Specifically, my scalp loves this because I get kind of dry scalp, but I use this once a week, and that's all I have left. So my goal is to finish it. I will definitely have it finished by next update, but I really thought I had more of that left. Oh well. Next is Blue Suede Shoes, and that is a blue product. I actually don't have very many like things with blue packaging or blue product, but I do have a single eyeshadow. This is from Sydney Grace. It is the shade Aurora. It's stunning, stunning, stunning. I have only ever swatched this. I have not put it on my eyes, but my goal for this is 3 uses, and it actually has like a purpley reflect that is showing up a lot, but you know, in the pan it looks pretty blue, so I think it works for this prompt. Next is Footloose. Footloose, moves you. Kick off your Sunday shoes. And that is a loose powder product. It could be face powder, a loose pigment, etc. I don't own anything that's loose other than loose powders, so I really only had like that one option. And it was buried in my little basket. So I'm gonna roll in my Beauty Bakery Flour powder. I think I had this in this project earlier this year, but I've been working on it behind the scenes, and this is what I have left. So I am going to roll this in to finish. It's going to be amazing to have another powder empty this year, and yeah, I think I could get that finished by next update, for sure by the update after next. Next is Jet City Woman, and that is a city or urban theme. And I have had this prompt, like city, in Deck of Panning twice already, and I'm already limited to like city related products. And I was trying not to roll in the same things that I rolled into my Deck of Panning both of those times, but I found a single eyeshadow from Sydney Grace, and it is called Concrete Road. And I feel like that's perfect, like for a city or urban themed, concrete everywhere. So this is what that shade looks like. It's a beautiful, it's like a gray brown, but it's mostly gray. It's a concrete, gray. But this is it swatched here. And I think this will be great to incorporate into looks. But I'm just going to do a 5-use goal on that. Next is Nightmare, and that is a product you are scared to pan. Credit to Sophie. So I always think of things like baked products that are super hard to even show any progress on. So I decided to roll in my Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush, and I have the shade 03 Goldie Cassis. This is what mine looks like. I love this blush. It's a beautiful, like, purpley pink. But my goal for this is just to use it 5 times. Here it is. I like having both of these in because it gives me options for looks. Next is Passionate Kisses, and that is for a lip product. I am going to be rolling in a lip liner from NYX. Oh geez, I just dropped it. It is in the shade Bloom. And as you can see, it's a really pretty cool toned pink. I used to have a few of these NYX pencils, but they were always super dry. I have not used this one, but this is the color. It'll go really well with Heart on Lippy from ColourPop. Wow, that's actually very similar. I probably don't need this because I also have the lip pencil that in the shade Heart On that matches Heart On, but that's okay. Third to last is Summertime, and that is a summer themed product. I had a hard time with this. I wanted to roll in either an eyeshadow palette that I have not had a lot of use on this year, or like a name that was Summertime, but yeah, I don't know why. I was struggling. So I hope this counts. It's the ColourPop Wild Nothing, and it has like cactuses, and that always reminds me of like hot weather, of course, like desert, and so that is how I'm tying it in with summertime. It's hot, sunshine, all the things. I'm trying to think of, yeah, there's not really any shades that remind me of Summertime, but the palette artwork reminds me of summertime. And I don't know, I honestly don't know what goal I want to set for this. This is what the palette is looking like. I have been using this shade Coastline as an inner corner because I'm not currently working on an inner corner. I had Crystal Cove in a project earlier this year and it moved pretty quickly. So, I think I'm gonna set a goal to create a look with this, even though I've already created a look with this year. Should I do that? Because I want to leave space for other palettes to create a look with. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna set the goal to use these two shades 10 times each because they're going to be really easy to incorporate into looks. I would love to hit pan on this shade, but it's not going to happen in 10 uses, but we'll see where it's at after those 10 uses, and maybe I'll keep it in or I'll roll it into a different project. Hopefully that works for you guys. It's my project. The next is The Way You Love Me. That is a product you love. So I decided to roll in the concealer that I've recently opened, and everyone has raved about this concealer ever since it came out. It is the NYX Bear With Me concealer, and I love it. I completely get the hype. This is where I'm at. I don't want to roll it in to finish because that'll take a long time, and I don't want to just keep it in here for the sake of keeping it in. I have the shade Light, by the way, and maybe I should set the goal. My goal is to get to this line. This line right here under With Me, I think that will be my goal. I don't know if that will just take a month's use or more, but we will see. And then the last prompt was Total Eclipse of the Heart, and that is a heart-shaped or themed product. I could easily roll in my heart-shaped blushes from ColourPop, but I'm already working on one of them, and spoiler, I'm rolling another one into a project soon at the end of this month. So I decided not to do that, and I was looking for a product that I have not used yet, and I found the Blursh from Made by Mitchell, and it is in the shade Cold Heart. So it definitely fits the theme. I wanted to roll this into the project coming up at the end of this month as well. So if I hit all of the uses in this project by the time that intro comes, I will probably still do that. But I have not used this yet, so I don't even know if I like it. But this is the shade. Beautiful cool tone blush. I think that is going to be amazing for summer. But my goal is 5 uses. We'll see. I think I'm only working on one cream blush right now, and it's in my Graveyard project pan. I have been wanting to try to use a lipstick as a cream blush, so we'll see how many times I'm able to use that. But I am done talking. My mouth always gets so dry in these updates because I talk about at least 20 items in every video, so I hope you stuck with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress and my goals hit, and I hope you're excited just like me for these new items that I'm rolling in. So if you're not subscribed already, I hope you do so before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.